Hi there. Welcome to Bible/Chat. Jason, good to see you. Do you wear that outfit every day? Just kidding. We do these in succession. We video a whole bunch of them, and so we always wear the same clothes.
Unless I have 8 of these or something.
Yeah, which you probably do. You're kind of a hoodie fan. Anyway, we got some implications of the resurrection. So we talked about the living hope that we have, First Peter, and then we talked about the declaration of Jesus as God's Son.
Yes.
From Romans chapter 1, verse 5.
Yeah.
Now, what's our next one?
The third one is about our future body, the body of glory, the glorified body. So,
cool.
As we know, our outer man is decaying, inner man is being renewed day by day by the Spirit in us.
Yeah.
We're all dying, and Paul actually calls it in 2 Corinthians. Is it 1 Corinthians or 2 Corinthians? 2 Corinthians, right? That we're actually in that sense naked because our real body is awaiting us, and that's part of the living hope package that God has given to us through Christ. And in Philippians 3, in verses 10 and 11, Paul talks about his desire to know Christ more and more because that's the best thing of all, the most precious thing of all, and he wants to ultimately attain to the resurrection from the dead. That's his desire, his aspiration. Yeah. As he goes through all these sufferings, he's being conformed to the image of Christ and his death, and he's suffering for Christ, he's suffering for the gospel. Yeah. And as he experiences that, he's longing all the more through those sufferings and his eventual death to then become like Christ in having a glorified body, as Christ does. Yeah. And that kicks us forward in that chapter, Philippians 3, to the end where in verse 21, he talks about how, look, we're waiting for Christ and his return, because when that happens, verse 21, he's going to transform the body of our humble state, our current body, decaying this flesh that has sin in it, right? Yeah. Humble state into conformity with the body of his glory by the exertion of the power that he has even to subject all things to himself. So Christ, as we learned with Romans 1, 3, and 4, has enormous power. Yeah. And with that power, what's going to happen is he is going to use it to change, to transform. It's just a divine metamorphosis there, right? From this lowly body right now, the shell of a body, into something glorious like his body. And that's what we get. And so that'll be free of sin. We won't have to, there'll be no more sorrow, no more suffering, no more sickness, no more tears, all because that's our future. And why is that possible? Well, because Jesus Christ rose from the dead into the body of his glory. Yeah. And so he's like, well, I'm the first fruits, and look, this is what you're going to get. Yeah. This is who you're going to be in me. And so it's just awesome that we get to look forward to that. We believe this. Yeah, Lord, you're going to transform me. This is not the end. Yeah. And I don't need to worry about mortality. Yeah. Because you have this awaiting for me.
Totally, that's awesome. So, that's actually fascinating. It brings up all sorts of other texts, right? Like 1 John 3. And, when we see him, we'll be like him.
Exactly.
And then I was thinking Revelation 1 also, where he says, I was dead and now I'm alive. Yeah. I hold the keys of death and of Hades. I have the power to overcome all this stuff. I can transform you out of death. Yeah. His authority.
Yeah, I mean, he's already done it spiritually, right? Yeah. And we're just awaiting the second part, the completion of all of that. Yeah.
Jason 2.0. Exactly. As if you could ever get smarter. That's the thing that we know is not possible. No. Me, on the other hand, everyone's waiting for John 2.0. I mean, let's be honest. Anyway, very good, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks. Hope that was helpful.